Clint Bowyer may have come into the chase under the radar, but he's in full view now. Bowyer jumped from 12th to 2nd in the Sprint Cup Series point standings after his dramatic win Sunday when he took advantage of leader Tony Stewart running out of fuel on the final lap, went on to win the Sylvania 300 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The win ended an 88-race winless streak for Bowyer, who earned the final chase berth last week in the regular season finale at Richmond. He repeated the feat he pulled off in 2007 when he opened the chase with a win at New Hampshire.
It reminded me so much of 2007, 2 weeks ago, going into Richmond. Your feeling, the confidence level in our race team, our equipment level, everything was good. Shane built a brand new race car. We came here. We were fast right off the truck. If we can go and continue to have as much fun as we did this weekend, I think that's the key. I know it is to my success. When I'm having fun, I'm always performing at my best, and, I think it showed this weekend.
Stewart, who pitted for fuel on lap 208, was hoping to stretch his tank 92 laps, but he wound up 24th in the final rundown after he ran dry on the final white flag lap. That opened the door for Denny Hamlin, who came into New Hampshire as the series point leader, to finish second, capping a tremendous comeback that saw the Joe Gibbs Racing driver recover from an earlier race spin when he made contact with Carl Edwards.
So frustrating on my part to have to battle back from 22nd there with 80 to go, and just Mike worked on the car and got it super fast there at the end, and I was just trying to make those guys run as hard as I could, but wasn't enough.
Jamie McMurray, who missed the chase this season after scoring 3 wins in the regular season, led 12 laps and finished third.
When I passed the 14th for the lead, I really thought I was going to be able to drive away. I ran a couple of laps there and opened up about 10 cars, and I drove up into turn 1, and the splitter started crashing the ground. So just going to assume that a bump stop or something maybe failed, and just let the car over travel. And the whole last run, I couldn't really use any brakes. If I pushed on the brake hard at all, it would make the splitter crash into the ground. So it was a really good day for us, though. Had a solid weekend, and this is, I think, statistically my worst track.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. scored his third top 5 of the season with a 4th-place run, and Kevin Harvick rounded out the top 5. While Hamlin was a championship favorite who was able to recover from adversity, the same can't be said for others, including Jimmy Johnson. Johnson's quest for an unprecedented 5th straight title got off to a bad start when he endured a day that included contact with several other cars and finally a loose wheel that forced him to pit road for repairs under green flag conditions. That added up to a 25th place finish for Johnson. Other chasers who had less than stellar days in New Hampshire included Matt Kenseth, who made contact with Brad Keselowski before hitting the first turn wall. He limped home 23rd. Other drivers in the championship chase were Kevin Harvick, who finished 5th, Jeff Gordon 6th, Kyle Busch 9th, Carl Edwards 11th, Kurt Busch 13th, Jeff Burton 15th, and Greg Biffle 17th. Hamlin now has a 35-point advantage over Bowyer with 1 chase race in the books. Johnson and Stewart took the biggest hits in the top 12, each dropping 5 positions. Be sure to check back with MotorRacingNetwork.com for the latest from New Hampshire, and stay with us all week as we count down to race number 2 in the chase, with next Sunday's running of the AAA 400 at Dover International Speedway.